What's going on, everybody? Tonight we're doing a viewer request paint job. I'm going to title this one a super simple pattern for beginners because that's what this one is. A couple of videos ago, Reggie Smith said, do that lava colored one for us. It looks really cool, as does all of your baits. Man, I really appreciate that, so I hope you enjoyed tonight's video. The blank we are using is a 3-inch lipless jointed crankbait from Barlow's Tackle. Several videos ago we painted the much larger version of this, which I still owe you guys a match the hatch paint job on that bigger blank, but I wanted to do the lava pattern on this one because I've only painted one of these. I never actually got to test swim it before I gave it to one of my buddies. So I'll have this blank linked in the description below. Tonight we're only going to be needing to do 4 colors. Our first pretty color is going to be a fluorescent orange, so I want to do a base coat of white on this. That way that orange will be very vibrant. So the first color is going to be opaque white. That way that orange orange spotted sunfish. That's what the other pattern I'm going to do on the big one. I'm getting ready to order some other colors for that, so that video is coming soon. Didn't forget about it. This one though, our base coat of white is done, so we're going to move on to our fluorescent orange, and we're just going to cover the entire bait, head to toe, front to back, in the orange. It's pretty thin color, so I'll definitely be doing 2 layers. That way we can build it up and make it super vibrant. For the next step, we're going to be putting a stencil on, so I want to make sure this orange is very, very dry. And next up is going to be a transparent black. Again, it doesn't have to be transparent, can be opaque. What we're going to do is we're going to try to leave the belly, towards the belly or bottom of the bait, we're going to leave that in red and orange, and then we're going to do solid black on top and then fade it into that red. Now, the catch here is I'm going to be spraying at an angle. So instead of spraying dead on like this with the airbrush, I'm going to be spraying it at an angle. So that way, actually I'll be doing it at this angle with the front. This is the front of the bait facing that way. That way it should, hold on, trying to explain this. So when I'm spraying it at that angle, the paint should catch and spray, darken up the front half of this little piece right here, and then hopefully leave the back piece a little sliver of that red. So the whole thing, well, the top will probably be solid black, but along the side here, each little section or each little cutout will be black up front and then a red sliver in the back. That's the plan anyways. Sometimes I nail it and other times I don't. Either way, I know it's going to look cool, but I will be holding the bait at an angle and then spraying kind of sideways like this. That way it's not dead on. So I think you can kind of, well, I don't know if you can see it or not. Gotta go a little bit darker. You can, how about now? Now can you see it? I think we can if I zoom in there. It'll be easier to see it when the ribbon comes off there, or the wire mesh. But there you can see it. So a little sliver of red towards the back and it's black towards the front. You can see it really well on those couple right there. All right, I think I got it. Let's hair dry it, take it off, and we'll see what it looks like. Oh, dude. I'm telling you folks, I said this in the last video too, if you don't have that ribbon mesh, you definitely need to get some. Crazy looking patterns, and it's very fun. All right, now I think I'm gonna go for just darkening up the back of the bait. I think I'm gonna try to leave, actually let's go ahead and spray that so I don't forget. I wanna do this dorsal fin. I had a paper clip was on there and I want that to have this pattern. If I can get it on there tight. There we go. And actually, I think instead of just darkening it completely, I think we'll hold our mesh in place up here and add some more spots. Now I'm going to go ahead and still darken up around the eye a little bit, add a little bit of shading, and then I'll do the same thing along the back of the bait. But I'm not going to turn it solid black so we can still kind of see that pattern poking through there. Alright, and what I think I would like to do now is add, which I didn't do this on that original bait that you guys saw in that other video. I would call it done here normally, but this gill plate has a lot of intricate detail going on, so I'd like to kind of do some shading on that. So I've still got the transparent black loaded up in the airbrush, and I've got just a couple pieces of cut cardstock paper. I'm just going to kind of hold in place, and I want to shade. I'm going to leave this front gill plate all that color, and I want to shade the second gill plate right there along the back, and then shade around that third gill plate there. Well, I guess 1, 2. This would be the third section. So I hope that makes sense. I'll show you guys, and then we'll, as long as I don't screw it up. I always get nervous when I go to do more details like this and the bait looks good how it is, but hey, at least you guys saw it, right? Then I also want to darken up that fin just a little bit. I got some dry tip or something going on here. All right, let's try to do it on this side as well. All right, and I think I want to darken up the mouth a little bit too, because that's the one spot that looks kind of weird to me. And I think I want to... All right, I'm going to call it quits there. I think it looks pretty sharp. And last thing that this bait needs is some eyes. I was really torn between doing some really bright orange ones or these guys. They're kind of like lizard or frog look back eyes. I went with these because there's already so much orange on the bait, and I thought these kind of fit the vibe nicely. So let's get those glued in. And there we have it. I think once the clear coat goes on, it'll make the colors pop just a little bit more. On camera, I can't really see the shading as good as I can in person, so hopefully that's showing up for you guys. There's the 4 colors I used. There's the blank I used if you want to write them down or take a screenshot. Now is the time to do so. The last thing I got to do for this bait is get some clear coat put on it, so I will go get that taken care of, and then we can come back and take a look at what it looks like all finished up.